Alright, so now we're 31 days of horror, 31 days of Halloween. We are at day 23, I believe. And obviously, when you think about 1990s horror, you have to kind of think that we moved away from the drive-in, we moved away from the grindhouse. We even moved away kind of from big budget horror because there really isn't a whole lot of stuff going on at the time. So if you wanted to see like traditional like horror films, probably the best way to do it was go into the VHS. And you go to your Blockbuster, you go to the bottom row of the horror section, and you'll find all the latest releases. And really, even though people kind of rag on the 1990s as being sort of a nadir for horror films, and clearly there were a lot of bad movies. Let's don't kid ourselves and say there weren't. But I think there are also a lot of really, really surprisingly decent hidden gems, which I think are very idiosyncratic of the times, that also hold up way, way better than they probably ever should have. And perfect example of that is our film of the day. It is from 1995, Rumpelstiltskin. Yes, Rumpelstiltskin. It's a film directed by a guy named Mark Jones. Who's Mark Jones? You don't know who Mark Jones is. You know why? Because he's a guy who made Leprechaun. And I don't know really sure what happened here, but he directed the first movie. And obviously, this is kind of like a Wes Craven Shocker, where it's clearly the director's attempt to kind of remake his own character. Uh, but I think in a lot of ways, well, actually every way, this is way better than any of the Leprechaun movies. The acting's better, it has a better premise, the action scenes are better, it's more well thought out. I think you have a more interesting antagonist. Surprise, surprise, this is a good movie. Like, this is one of those things where you do the 31 Days of Horror every year trying to find hidden gems, but then you come across a movie you think is absolutely going to be absolutely relentlessly terrible, but you watch it and it's good. Like, really good for a genre effort from the time. And this is one of them. Alright, so Rumpelstiltskin. First off, the guy who plays Rumpelstiltskin is Rom from Deep Space Nine, so that's crazy. And he has like this really great nasally inflection, and he's hunchback, and he's running around doing stuff in, I think, LA, somewhere in Southern California. So the premise is Rumpelstiltskin, he's trapped inside like this little figurine where he's cursed, and the only way to awaken him from his slumber is to make a wish on a statue and cry on it simultaneously. So the odds of that happening, you're probably saying yourself, are pretty slim, but they happen. There's a woman who's lost her husband. He was a cop. He got shot in the line of duty. She just had a kid, so she's raising it by herself. And she has a friend who's really annoying and man hungry. And they go to the antique shop, and they unwittingly free Rumpelstiltskin. And he's after their infant for some reason. I'm still not entirely sure why he needs the baby so much. Is he going to eat it and get immortal life? I don't know. But he really wants the baby. So mostly the film is the woman, the mother, being chased around by this creature. Now here's where the film takes kind of a twist. At one point in the film, she's out in the desert and you encounter this guy who's like a Morton Downey Jr. analog. And you're like, oh, well, obviously he's going to get killed because he's an annoying and grating character and you just want to see him get rid of him. But as it turns out, as the film unfurls, he kind of becomes like the unsung hero of the movie, like a completely out of nowhere, like hero figure. And it's a really interesting swerve. I mean, to have a movie where basically you have Jerry Springer putting on a motorcycle helmet to save a woman from being eaten by like some fairy tale figure. I mean, that's pretty inventive. I'll give him credit there. That's a good way to kind of spice up the plot. And of course, you know, you got Rumpelstiltskin saying a bunch of funny stuff. I mean, I think he's not as annoying as Leprechaun, but it's still kind of that really like cringeworthy pun humor, if you like that. What do we have in this movie as far as effects? Lots of stabbings, a couple of decapitations. Uh, but it's just an entertaining movie. It's cheesy, it's dumb, it's corny, it's stupid, but the production values are very high. The character interaction, I think, is very well done. The makeup effects are great. It's a fun movie. It's dumb and it's stupid and it's idiotic, but it gels. You buy into it. You know, it hooks you in. Great cinematography, really good atmosphere. This is the kind of movie you'd watch at TNT at like 2 in the morning in 1998. You know, it's just a really fun throwback film. And to me, it holds up way better than any of the Leprechaun movies, that's for sure. So all in all, I'm going to give this one 4 Ghost Reese's Cups. No, not 4. No, no. I'm going to give it 3 Ghost Reese's Cup out of 4. So it's like a 75% out of 100. Surprisingly, shockingly, not bad. So there you go. That's Rumpelstiltskin. If you've ever seen it, that's what you missed out on. And day 24 is coming up, and I totally forgot what we're showing. Okay, wait. No, I know what we're showing. All right, don't get too excited for tomorrow, but see this one if you haven't. It's great. It's good. It's better than average.